So what do you have to say about the China-Australia deal with Biden?
Look, again, I think that people cannot discount the fact that, I spent 10 days in Australia. I gave a speech over there. It is an amazing country, beautiful people, dynamic economy, all dependent, not all, that's too strong, very dependent on China.
Australia is.
The biggest port in Australia, China has a 50-year lease. An island I stayed on, China owns. I mean, the buildings that have gone up, Chinese developers. So for Australia to lead 116 countries, demanding that the World Health Organization launch an independent inquiry into the origins of the virus, for Australia to be in the lead, they knew that they were putting their economy at grave risk, and boy, have they gotten some blowback. Huge blowback. Forget wine. Don't get me wrong. Love Australian Shiraz. Lovely, good, yum. But forget the wine. China's now crossed the line and said coal. So, they're talking about hitting the Australian economy where it hurts. Australia is a staunch ally of the United States. Staunch. Biden has initially said he's not moving those tariffs on China.
Oh, you heard what he said yesterday, though. He says, I'm going back and I'm open to the idea of having to remove tariffs to grow the economy. So he's willing to entertain the ideas.
Is that a bad thing?
Is that a bad thing?
Okay, wait. No. Now you're having two different conversations,
Yeah.
because the tariffs have hurt a lot of our manufacturers.
Yes.
Very badly. But I'm not talking about the efficacy of tariffs or not. I'm talking about standing behind Australia and defending Australia in this situation, given the fact that for the first time in 30 years they're in recession. So they're on their knees and still standing on principle, standing up against China. So I take my hats off to Australia right now that they're doing something. They're being kind of American.
I hope it can stay that way.
Where's the United States in on this WHO? I know we pulled out, or Trump pulled out. Is the United States weighed in on
United States was not part of the 116 countries independent inquiry.
And what are your thoughts on that? Do you think we need to
I think
hold China accountable? The United States should,
I think it had more to do with the fact that whether we were in the WHO or not. But I absolutely think that an independent inquiry still needs to be done.
Yeah.
And by the way, why isn't anybody asking about vaccines in China? You've got an entire country that's up and running, and nobody's talking about the vaccine in China.
You're saying that they're not taking the vaccine in China?
I'm saying that they've probably had a vaccine and have all taken it. And New Zealand, by the way, is choosing to not take a vaccine until 2020. I think they're going to skip the vaccine until
2020?
2022. I thought they were going to skip
New Zealand has also been
skip it for a
free
year
of COVID for like 100 days or so.
COVID free.
I think they also declared that
no
they're
masks,
done with it.
No social distancing. New Zealand is a completely up and running COVID-free country, and I thought I read a headline that said that they were going to wait a year to take the vaccine because they can.
Danielle, what do you think about the whole thing with CEOs mandating employees to take vaccines? 72% think it's a good idea to make everybody else in a work environment feel safer. What do you think about that? Can CEOs? Obviously, a CEO decides to do that. Do you think that's the right move on the CEO's end?
I really think it depends on the company, kind of what industry they're in terms of what the acceptance rate will be. From a business perspective, from a pure business perspective, if you're a company that runs much better with your offices full of people,
yeah,
and you need that element, you need your workforce to come back together,
yeah.
And this is holding back profitability and revenue generation capacity. If you don't like it, leave. Again, companies are not in business to be friendly. Companies are in business to make money.
Right.
So, in America, you shouldn't be forced to take anything because you're an American and you have free choice. But you're asking me about a business and whether or not a business should compromise its business model and compromise revenue generation capacity because of employees saying no.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.